Stop pirating the fucking movie! Fuck's sake, man! Now I get it, okay? I get why people pirate. If there's no physical way of actually getting one, then yeah, I get it. This shit is not meant for free. You can get this on Amazon, iTunes, HMV, Tesco, Asda.
Hey guys, how we doing? Now today guys, we're just what is this movie? So I will say right off the bat, I've only done one movie review before, which was the FaZe Rug Crimson video. If you haven't seen that, check that out. Nice plug. So I don't know like all the like copyright laws about movies and stuff like that, so it's gonna be interesting to see how this video gets edited. If I disappear tomorrow, alright, if I'm not here tomorrow, all I'm saying is it was KSI's lawyers, alright? That's all I'm saying. I'm kidding, but yeah, so we're gonna be talking about Laid in America by KSI and Caspar Lee. Mwah. Oh, 10 out of 10.
Two foreign boys who are both virgins?
I've already recorded this video and like it was just, I was trying to watch it, like trying to edit it, and I was just so confused by what I was talking about. I basically made the video just like one big summary, so we're not gonna do that this time. Not gonna make that mistake twice. But if I had to just like define this movie with like one word, this movie is champagne, but without the sham. But yeah, before we go any further, if you're new around here, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It all helps me out a lot. And hey, while you're at it, go follow me on Instagram. Why not? Now let's get into this video.
Wanna fuck?
No.
Please?
So the first thing we're gonna talk about is the plot. And the plot is, you know that movie Superbad? Yeah, just like think of that basically, but just, you know, take your water bottle here and just water it down a little bit, you know? Like that's my biggest problem with this movie. It's just such a huge ripoff. But let's go through the plot and then we can talk about how it's a ripoff. Miss Gallivan, are you watching this? Are you ready to see my summarization skills? I was an English teacher of mine. Funny joke. Funny joke. So the movie starts off with KSI and Caspar Lee. I know they have, you know, stage names, but whatever. We're just gonna call them that for simplicity. So they are like overseas students. They're not from the USA, but they went to high school there or something like that. And it's gonna be their last day in the States and they wanna get laid, baby. And yeah, it's also important to keep in mind that this movie somehow takes place over the span of like one day. Well, technically like two if you count like the 5-minute intro, but then like the other like hour and like 25 minutes is all one day, and there's so much that happens, so just strap in, alright? So KSI and Caspar Lee want to get laid because they're told if you can't get laid in America, you're not getting laid anywhere. So they hear about this awesome party that the jock is throwing, and the only way they can get in is if they bring 2 girls. But hold up, Caspar Lee has a crush on the popular girl, even though that he's, you know, shy, and like we definitely haven't seen this before in any other movie. So in order to find girls to go to this party, they sign up for a blind dating app called Blinder. They go on a double date. They pose as like these rich people to try and lure these girls in. Jokes on them, the girls are actually luring them in. They get kidnapped, but then they escape the kidnapping after like half an hour of dialogue. They steal the kidnapper's car. They start driving. They end up at this weird sex party that for some reason they thought would be a good idea to attend, even though that they need to be at a different party in like half an hour. So Caspar Lee, while he's here, almost gets like molested by his principal, which yeah, we'll get to the characters later on, alright, but just try and, you know, follow along still. The cops come to the weird sex party, they escape on a Segway, and they end up at the party, but oh no, they don't end up at that party before getting into a fight, because yes, they even stole the fight scene from Superbad. You know, when they're in the streets and they're fighting, yeah, the exact, like scene for scene, KSI and Caspar Lee have basically the exact same fight. It's mind-blowing to me. It's absolutely mind-blowing. Then they go to the party, mad at each other. There's like a big fight. The kidnapper comes, tries to kill them. But KSI, hero of the day, and then Caspar Lee gets the girl he wants, just like in Superbad. Because again, in Superbad, they think that Michael Cera is like a bad guy because I don't remember off the top of my head. He did something to make the girl mad. And the exact same thing happens here. Like the girl is mad at Caspar Lee, but then it's just a big misunderstanding because remember, he got kidnapped. They pipe, KSI pipes, everyone's piping, bro. This is an absolute pipe factory. And then yeah, it ends with the worst outro I've ever seen. Keep in mind, KSI and Caspar Lee are supposed to be best friends, and yet in the outro, it was nice knowing you, KSI. I'm glad I was living with you for so long. Why, thank you, Caspar Lee. That means a lot. I enjoyed living with you as well. I'm sad we now have to go our separate ways. Like, these guys are supposed to be best friends, but then when they have to part ways, they're just like, yeah, alright. We had a good run. Like, I don't know. It caught me off guard, but yeah, that's basically the plot summarized in a nutshell. A lot of stuff was left out, but like so much of this movie is just like so pointless anyways, so like does it really matter? But yeah, I mean, like as an original idea, this movie wouldn't be bad, because guess what? I really like Superbad. So if I was reviewing Superbad, then yeah, this would get a really good review. So yeah, for the plot, I'm gonna like give it like 1 out of 5 Sals.
Good poem. Good poem.
You can do it. The acting in this movie is so interesting to me, because you see on display some of the best acting and also some of the worst acting. Like, they have a pretty good cast here. Like, if you look at this, some of these people are like big actors. I'll get to that in the character section, but just know that like their acting wasn't that bad. And even KSI's acting isn't that bad, honestly. Like, I thought KSI did a pretty good job. Like, it was nothing like the acting in the Smosh movie, which, like, oh my goodness, if you guys haven't seen the Smosh movie, go watch it. It is something else. But for like a YouTuber movie, honestly, the acting wasn't that bad. Like, I was surprised. I've seen this movie like 2 times now, and both times I was like, wow, you know, the acting definitely could have been worse. Now we're on to the characters, and let me take a sip, because this one's gonna be a doozy. I don't even know where to start with the characters in this film, because it's so all over the place. So like, yeah, obviously we have KSI and Caspar Lee, who play like, you know, the 2 high school students that want to get laid. Cool. But then you have people like Jerry Bedknob. Like, why are you in this movie? Like, his character is so weird too. He plays the principal that like basically molests Caspar Lee. Speaking of big actors, Angela Kinsey, what are you doing? Which, like, dude, when I saw that for the first time, I was just like, mind blown. So yeah, like, you have some big actors like that, but then you also just have like the YouTube actors. The amount of like YouTube appearances in this is way too many. So unnecessary. Like, first you have Bobby Lee, who plays as the kidnapper, which, I mean, I don't know if you necessarily consider him a YouTuber, but he has like a podcast, that kind of thing. His acting was really good. Just why? Why would he be in this movie? But I mean, he is the least of our concerns, okay? Because then as you go on, just some of the characters are just like, wow, I forgot these people existed. Like, guys, they got Bart Baker. When you look up fallen off in the dictionary, all you see is a picture of Bart Baker's face. Like, guys, remember, this guy used to like own the internet. He used to make like music parodies. Every one of them were a banger. But then he just like disappeared and moved to China to be like some weird TikTok pop star. I also still can't believe that he followed me for like a day on Twitter, and then I didn't follow him back, so I guess I hurt his feelings, so he unfollowed me. But yeah, there's like Gabby Hanna, there's like Timothy DeLaGhetto, Chocolate Rain is in this. Like, there's so many like cast members here that like, I'm sure more of them are different YouTubers, but like just that in itself, to get like that many YouTubers in on this, like you can just tell that this was such a cash grab from the people who made this movie. Because remember, this was made back in 2016, so this was back around the time when like Hollywood basically just had this craze of like, YouTuber plus movie equals money, baby. So it's like when they were making this, they were just like, all right, guys, like gather up all the YouTubers, like bring in as many as you can find. Because like he's not listed in here, but like Deji's in this as well. Like, of course Deji would be in this. There's so many characters in this movie. Like, so I'm in like a screenwriting class right now, and the number one thing that I was taught at the beginning of the semester is that if you add too many characters, it takes away from the film. I don't think the creators of this movie knew about that rule, because it's like they tried to do the complete opposite. Not gonna lie, I don't remember if I gave a review for the acting, but the characters are gonna get like a hearty 2 out of 5 Sals. So now let's just read some reviews from people to try and get like the consensus of what this movie is. Laid out to die. This is what happens when non-actors try to act. Love to know what the budget of this movie was, just to say you wasted it all. This is the best one, actually, alright? Because like, you know, I think there's like this whole movement going on recently that like you shouldn't idolize YouTubers, because like, I don't know, I've thought this since day one. I don't know why people do, but like, bro, we're regular people, you know? Hidden masterpiece. KSI once again shows that he can do anything he sets his mind to. Incredible movie with a deeper meaning to it than it first seems. You just have to watch it a few times to see it. Because this movie actually attacks from all angles, alright? It just talks about the true societal problems that we have right now in the world. Like, what could the deeper meaning be? It's literally just about wanting to get laid. I mean, I've watched it a few times. I think it's just because I haven't watched it a few times. That's why I haven't, like, gotten to the deeper meaning yet. You know, I'll watch it, like, a couple more times. If I find anything, then I'll include it in this video. But if not, then I don't know what this review is talking about. But yeah, guys, so that's basically gonna be it. Like I said, you know, I haven't done a lot of movie reviews, so, you know, I'm trying my best here, trying to make it entertaining. Like, again, if it wasn't a ripoff, like, if this was an original idea, then yeah, maybe it'd be a good movie. But just whenever I watch it, I can't just help but think to myself, wow, I just wish I was watching Superbad. Yeah, if you haven't seen this movie already, I don't recommend it. Don't watch it. I regret paying to watch it. Biggest regret of 2021 by far. And I'm gonna plug this movie in at about like 1.5 sals out of 5. There's definitely worse out there, but it's not a good movie. You know, just there's so many things wrong with it. And I don't really know what else to say. I just don't really like it. And yeah, if you guys want to see more movie reviews in the future, let me know. You know, I enjoyed making this video. Like I said, first time I made it, it was a disaster. Second time, hopefully it's better. So yeah, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next week. Have a good weekend. Have a good weekend? Who am I?